Shorty fun.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, April 22nd is a double donkey. Both parties involved in this situation will be receiving Donkey of the Day, and I will not be saying their names because they are only 14 and 15 years old. Now, the 14-year-old boy was arrested and charged with assault and weapons charges after he shot a 15-year-old boy in the foot at 6 a.m. this past Saturday morning. Well, where did the shooting happen, you may ask? Did it happen in the trap somewhere after a drug deal gone wrong? Was it after the club and a fight broke out? Why are Beavers shooting each other at 6 in the morning? It's never a valid reason, but in this situation, a 14-year-old was accused of shooting a 15-year-old for cutting in line at a Foot Locker where a crowd had gathered for the release of the Yeezy Foams. Now, why did one kid shoot another kid? He shot him because he cut the line.
Whoa.
There was a brief scuffle. The gunman left warning that he would return with a gun. When he returned, he shot the kid in the foot and ran. Now, the reason this is double donkey of the day is because I believe in cause and effect. This young man would have not gotten shot if he hadn't have cut in line, and this young man should know better simply because he should understand the mind of the N-word. Now, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about N-words. You know, there's a difference. See, N-words are the folks who camp out all night for new sneaker releases, and it's a few things in life you just don't do. You don't pull on Superman's cape. You don't make the Incredible Hulk angry. You don't spit in the wind. You don't have unprotected sex with chicks you meet on back pages, and you don't cut in line at no sneaker release for a highly anticipated N-word sneaker. Envy, you own a sneaker store. That was a highly anticipated sneaker, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, granted, he shouldn't have gotten shot, but this kid stayed around to get shot. This guy told him, I'm going to get my gun, and you stayed? You wanted them Yeezy Foams that bad that you didn't want to lose your place in line? Even if you ran the risk of getting shot? Is it safe to say these kids don't have their priorities in order? Look, it's springtime, dog. Anytime the weather gets over 60 degrees, N-words get really crazy out here. If one of these little N-words tells you that they're going to get a gun, believe them. And even if you don't believe them, don't stand around and wait to see if they are bluffing or not. Poor guy got shot in the foot. The irony, getting shot in the foot at Foot Locker over some sneakers. I know your mom and pops and uncle screamed on you something so crazy, but the boy told you he was going to get a gun, and you stayed in line. You ready to die for some Yeezy Foams, but them Yeezy Foams ain't dying for you. Now, the shooter, he's getting donkey of the day because you should never shoot somebody over something as silly as being cut in line. Okay, that's number one. But number two, if you're going to come back with a gun, use that gun to bullguard your way to the front of the line and get a better spot. Don't you think?
That's crazy.
Okay.
So you went to get a gun. Did somebody save his spot in line?
But did he get the phones, though?
Were they the same size, those two?
The moral of the story is neither one of these guys got the sneakers. One of y'all got shot. The other got an assault and weapons charge. And I want to ask one simple question. Was it worth it? A new pair of foams come out every week. Was it worth it? Give both these kids the biggest hee-haw.